Crying babies are stressful. It's a fundamental fact of human nature. If you're an exhausted parent, you generally want the crying to stop. Now imagine you're a working class parent in the Victorian era. Your baby is screaming from teething pain, or perhaps they are suffering from a violent cough disease like tuberculosis. You need a cheap, effective way to treat them. So you go to the store and pick up a glass bottle wrapped in colorful, comforting illustrations. You give your baby a spoonful to stop them from fussing. Miraculously, it works. It successfully numbs their gums, blocks the bad cough, and they fall into a deep, peaceful sleep.
So the medicine worked, right?
Well, that depends on your definition of medicine and also your definition of sleep.
Hold on a second, what was actually in the bottle then?
In the bottle, there was the horrifying reality that you just f***ed your kid.
Wait, what?
Yes, you heard it right. You just gave them a highly addictive painkiller. This product was called morphine syrup. If you aren't familiar with this morphine stuff, it is an extremely heavy drug used in modern hospitals. They give this to the patients who are recovering from a major surgery so they don't feel their own bodies. The liquid inside the bottle was thick, sweet, and sticky, like honey. But the extreme sweetness was specifically engineered to hide the incredibly bitter taste of its two main ingredients, pure alcohol and opium. Opium is the raw, highly addictive plant juice used to make heroin. And I hope so you guys know what heroin is. I made a short about it, so you can go watch it. So you didn't just actually cure your baby's cold, you just got your infant completely blasted.
Wait, if that was that destructive, then how on earth they were selling this shit stuff?
The answer is simple. They just lied about it. What are you gonna do, you peasants? In the 1800s, there was absolutely no drug regulation. A manufacturer could put literally anything in a bottle and make it sound like wholesome, heavenly, and perfectly safe miracle cure. The label on these bottles were the Victorian equivalent of AI-generated slop.
Has been used for over 50 years by millions of mothers for their children while teething with perfect success. It soothes the child, softens the gums, alleviates the pain, and it is the best remedy for diarrhea.
Because the labels deliberately hid all the actual ingredients, millions of parents were unknowingly poisoning their own kids, and the fatalities were actually brutal. Because these were incredibly strong drugs, it was quite easy to give an infant an overdose, causing them to simply stop breathing in their sleep. However, even if they survived the initial dose, there was a secondary, much deeper problem. Opium actively suppressed their appetite. The syrup took away their hunger so effectively that infants would literally starve to death, while their parents assumed they were just taking a nice quiet nap. Historians estimated that these unregulated syrups killed thousands of children every year. But hey, at least they stopped crying.